Homosexuality is the sexual interest in and attraction to members of one's own sex. The history of homosexuality is complex and diverse, as different cultures and times have had different attitudes and practices toward same-sex relationships. Superscript 1 Superscript 2 Some of the notable events and milestones in the history of homosexuality are, in ancient Greece and Rome, homosexuality was not uncommon, especially among adult and adolescent males. Some of the famous figures who have been associated with homosexuality include Socrates, Plato, Alexander the Great, Hadrian, and Julius Caesar. Superscript 1. In many indigenous societies of the Americas, before and after European colonization, there were respected roles for homosexual, bisexual, and gender nonconforming individuals, known as two-spirit. Superscript 1. In medieval Europe, homosexuality was considered a sin by the Christian Church and was often punished by death or imprisonment. However, some homosexual subcultures and expressions survived, such as the troubadours, the Beguines, and the Sodomites. Superscript 1. In the 19th century, the concept of homosexuality as a sexual orientation and identity emerged, along with the terms homosexual and heterosexual. Some of the pioneers of the scientific and social study of homosexuality were Karl Heinrich Ulrichs, Magnus Hirschfeld, and Edward Carpenter. Superscript 1 Superscript 2. In the 20th century, homosexuality faced legal and social discrimination and persecution in many countries, especially under Nazi Germany and Stalinist Russia. However, some movements and organizations emerged to advocate for the rights and acceptance of homosexuals, such as the Mattachine Society, the Daughters of Bilitis, and the Stonewall Riots. Superscript 1 Superscript 3. In the 21st century, homosexuality has gained more recognition and protection in many parts of the world, especially in Western countries. Some of the achievements include the legalization of same-sex marriage, the decriminalization of homosexuality, and the inclusion of LGBTQ rights in human rights framework. Homosexuality has been a topic of discussion for centuries, and the 21st century is no exception. Societal attitudes towards homosexuality have been changing over the years, with more and more people accepting it as a natural part of human sexuality. According to a Psychology Today article, societal attitudes towards homosexuality are changing, and it is no longer acceptable to discriminate against people based on their sexual orientation. However, despite major changes in LGBT rights around the world, acceptance of homosexuality remains sharply divided by country, region, and economic development. In the early 21st century, research found that in Western Europe and North America, young people had begun to rapidly disassociate themselves from homophobia, so weakening homohysteria that youths that were more capable of expressing a range of gender behaviors regardless of their sexuality. It is important to note that homosexuality is a complex issue, and there are many different opinions on the matter. However, it is essential to treat everyone with respect and dignity, regardless of their sexual orientation.